House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan believes there's been a seismic shift regarding allegations against President Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden. Jordan suggested something is up with the probe because of a new interest in the story by many of the same media outlets that initially dismissed reports of corruption evidence stemming from materials and emails obtained from a laptop he reportedly abandoned at a computer repair store in Delaware in 2019. Well, what happened to that is you had 51 intelligence officers sign a letter saying that this Hunter Biden story was Russian misinformation when it wasn't, and that changed. I think anyone can make a credible argument that altered the outcome of the election, and we no longer have Donald Trump in the White House because he was doing that. He was pushing back on China for the first time. And now, we have Joe Biden there, and it's exactly the opposite direction, Jordan said. So that's what happened. That's why this is all connected, because the influence of big media, big tech, and big government in impacting our election. I think we said this last week, Sean. My colleagues had this in the committee a few weeks ago, Matt Gaetz. He said, when will the FBI stay out of elections and let us, the people, decide? In 2016, they went after Trump's campaign. 2018, it was a Mueller investigation. 2020, they suppressed the Hunter Biden story. 2022, 91 days before the midterm election, they raid his home, and now, just 2 weeks ago, 3 days after he announces for the 2024 race, they name a special counsel, and it's not just anybody, it's Jack Smith and the record that he has of weaponizing the government to go after the people, Jordan continued. It sure looks like Joe Biden was involved, Jordan added. So, how this story has changed. And now, we find out these text messages and emails that link the entire family, not just Hunter and Joe but also Uncle, Joe's brother, James Biden, is involved in this as well. Jordan also spoke over the weekend about how he believes Republican district attorneys will likely seek to prosecute Biden or members of his family after Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's weaponized prosecution of former President Donald Trump, the New York Post reported. One of my Republican colleagues has indicated that he has had some local DAs approach him and say he's trying to do that, Jordan said, noting that GOP Representative James Comer stated that 2 county district attorneys had contacted him about possibly investigating that Biden's. I didn't want to see what happened in the Manhattan DA office, but now that we've crossed that line, that's where it's likely to go. Frankly, you can't blame people for doing it. I'm not saying I am supportive of that, but I think that now has become the rules of the game, Jordan said. Jordan also did not mince his words about Bragg and left-wing prosecutors across the country going after Republicans. We're trying to show how left-wing policies and soft-on-crime policies impact communities in such a negative way. The impact they have on families, the community itself, small business owners, on economic growth, and hear from people who have truly suffered, Jordan said. We have a duty to do oversight, particularly when it's impacting the race for president, Jordan said. Mr. Bragg has said that he thinks the House Judiciary Committee is interfering with his investigation, but it's just the opposite. They are interfering with our investigation, our constitutional duties to do oversight. Bragg has come under heavy fire in recent weeks since Trump was indicted by a Manhattan grand jury. The Manhattan grand jury indicted Trump on 34 criminal charges of falsifying business records related to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump sent a payment to Daniels ahead of the 2016 election, allegedly to keep Daniels quiet about an affair the two of them had in 2006. Trump pleaded not guilty to all 34 charges. However, Bragg's case against Trump is so weak that several liberal outlets are even pointing it out.